Yeah, we might as well start the live early, y'all. Chris Statlander and Tekla is going in. Going in. Sisters of Sin is interfering right now. Dog, Dynamite did it again. 3 weeks in a row. This strap match is fire, dog. Y'all watching this? Oh, Tekla. Is Tekla gonna? I don't. Can she? Is Tony Khan gonna throw a curveball? Tekla and Chris Statlander is going in. They're like, in what world you would think Tekla and Chris Statlander will be 100 times better than something like Finn Balor and CM Punk? Tekla with the curve stomp. Tekla wins the AEW Championship. Tekla wins the AEW Women's Championship. Tekla wins the Yo, are you serious? Dog, that was fire. Then they're stopping her. They keep stopping her out. They're still stopping her out. Yo, this is crazy. They're beating Chris Statlander up after her winning the championship. It wasn't enough. Stripping the championship from her. She's getting stopped out. Oh, somebody coming out. Oh, Winsler and Jamie Hayter. They come out with hammers. Dog, did y'all see this? This episode of Dynamite was better than Royal Rumble. I put any money on that. I bet anybody that Grand Slam will be better than Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania. Grand Slam is a free pay-per-view on Saturday. Tekla is the AEW Women's World Champion. We thought Grand Slam, we thought this Dynamite was on the level of Grand Slam I thought was Grand Slam was going to be. Grand Slam looks like it's going to be a level of WrestleMania. I could sit here and argue with anybody about it, dog. Oh, I gotta holler at the chat. My bad. I had to get. Dog, I cannot believe this. Tekla's the new AEW Women's Champion. I've got my thing already up to talk about the Don Callis family. Kyle Fletcher. Tony Khan throws the curveball at the end. Have Tekla win the title. Are you serious? Yo, dog. Tony Khan has completely cut the filler. I can't tell you one thing on this show that was filler, bro. I can't tell you one thing that was filler. Oh my God, that was fire. We gonna holler at the chat, man. Me and the chat, we gotta bust it up, man. We gonna have a long night, man. New generation, J Dub. We got Christian in the building. Sir Smoke a lot. What's up, man? Red Dark Side, what's up? R19, what's up? Yeah, AEW Fire, man. Salute, Sir Smoke a lot. Fearfully confident. My man Deck in the building. Lunar, James Jones. What's up, bro? J Dub in the building. Key Hood, what's poppin'? My man Gregory. What's poppin'? My man King, the Lone Wolf, man. The chat is poppin'. Rod in the building. Did y'all see this? Ray, what's up, bro? I love the unexpected title. Dog, are you serious? Dog, we pay. Think about it. For us that actually watch WWE, we pay $30 and don't get, and I'll take the Roderick Strong match where he left Orange Cassidy. I'll take that tag match over a whole pay-per-view like WrestlePalooza. I'll pick the Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy match over WrestlePalooza. We're supposed to be going over wrestling news. I don't even know if we got... Dog. This Dynamite was too crazy, y'all. Rich, what's up, bro? Toxic Spider. Oh my God. How you just change titles like that? Then it wasn't like no fluke, or it wasn't like no quick match. They just had a strap match. That was that dog. They would. This is what I'm talking about. Where WWE puts the handcuffs on the girls. Where's Triple GPT at now? WWE likes to do Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Io Sky hugging Rhea Ripley. We just had Tekla and Chris Statlander show y'all why the women could perform on the level of the men. How are we talking about Chris Statlander and Tekla on the level of, now I don't put it over Kyle and Tomasa, but my God, it's very close. Just the outcome, the storytelling, them still stopping Chris Statler, dog, the Sisters of Sin is taking over. This is crazy. Come on, yo, bro, Jordan, good looking for the $2. Jordan, yo, what's up, Buzz? Yo, Jordan said, yo, we got to stop with the Dom and Kyle comparisons. Yo, please, we have to. Can we, Dominic, man, we going to go to Exhibit A. Forget it. Let's go to Exhibit A. The Don Callis family! Bro, we gonna stop with the comparisons of Dominic Mysterio and Kyle Fletcher. I'm gonna go even further. We're gonna stop with the comparison. If CM Punk's the best in the world, who's Kyle Fletcher? I'm gonna ask the chat again, y'all. If CM Skunk, it's like, no, CM Punk, I don't want no problems with Phil. If CM Punk's the best in the world, who is a Kyle Fletcher then? Give me a break, bro. CM Punk is one of the greatest to ever do it. But when we're talking about in-ring right now, dog, Kyle Fletcher just put on a banger with Tommaso Ciampa. I don't even know how you say his name now. It doesn't matter. Can you listen, y'all? Do y'all understand how good the booking is and creative? I'm gonna explain and I'm gonna do a comparison. When you win a title and you lose a title, like remember when Sami Zayn was about to win against Drew McIntyre? It was gonna make Drew McIntyre look like a jobber because he got the title and he lost it in the same month. Now Tommaso Ciampa, the same thing. He got the title and he lost it in the same month. But I'm going to tell you the difference. He got the title on a crazy match with Mark Briscoe. Then he goes on Collision. He has record numbers with Collision. Then he puts on a classic triple threat match with Claudio Castagnoli and what's the name? Who else was in that match? Claudio, Tommaso, and Roderick Strong. Then he comes the next week. He defends the title again. In a classic, he put on 3 classics just his first month in AEW. Come on. Then if y'all seen the Easter eggs, what y'all see Tommaso Ciampa doing after the match tonight? He was on the barricade, dog. He couldn't stop. He couldn't keep his hands out of his face. He was distraught. What does that mean, Bobby Monsoon? That means now we get the birth of the Psycho Killer. Because now he didn't really have a reason to be the Psycho Killer now. He left the Fed, getting treated like a jobber, came to AEW. His first match, he got a title. Tony Khan treating him like Dwayne Johnson. Now he lost the TNT title. Now he has to go home. His daughter has to be like, Daddy, where's the title at? Now the Psycho Killer comes. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. This is fire. We get Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher at the GS. They're gonna put the title in the rafters, dog. Are you serious? Do you know how crazy that ladder match gonna be? I do wish it was a triple threat match, but then when you say, man, you got 3, I got 3, we doing a game 7, putting the title on the ladder, I can't complain. In Australia, what? Dog, AEW is going crazy right now. I guarantee. I give it another 30 to 60 days, they'll be back over 1 million. Shows like this, Tony Khan keeps this up. 30 to 60 days, AEW will sit comfortably over 1 million a week on Dynamite, guaranteed. Let me see, man. Jordan, what's up? Top three facts, dog. Douglas Pack, man. What's up? That C2 run had Kyle Fletcher by Wrestler of the Year 20. Yo, Kyle Fletcher cooked the C2. He could lose. He could lose a tournament and still cook, still tell the story. Bro, he's different. Kyle Fletcher is different, man. Scooter, congrats on it. On another title with the family. Good looking, bro. My man Josh, who the F ever compared Fletcher to Mysterio? Dog, these WWE, I'm a WWE guy. I'm just disgruntled. But yeah, people actually be comparing that. Kyle Fletcher to Dominic Mysterio is crazy. My Wink with the $10. What's up? I'm at Dynamite. Damn, my man Wink was in the building. He said, can't believe Statlander lost. Got my ticket for Revolution. Let's freaking go. I'm at Dynamite. Can't believe Statlander lost. Yo, Wink, I know it was crazy in there. Oh, man, I gotta... Dog, I know these events, dog. Being at the last three Dynamites had to be crazy, man. And they got it in the smaller setting. People like to complain about the smaller setting, showing that how AEW's dying. No, it's a more intimate setting. So when you have a match like Kyle and Tommaso, when you got Tekla and Chris Statlander, dog, is that much? Do you understand the conversations that's happening outside the venue right now? If you go to an AEW show, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody's going crazy. Like, yo, that was fire. I actually felt like I got my money's worth. Nothing's worse than paying money, especially a lot of money, than coming out the venue, and the only thing you can remember is El Grande Americano and El Grande Americano. The only thing you can remember is Jey Uso missing his 100,000 super kick. Dog, is nothing more depressing than that. My God, AEW is cooking, dog. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm sorry. Billy with the $5. Tony Khan cooking while Triple Fraud doesn't know. Tony Khan is like Chef Ramsay, the Triple Fraud. It'll be an overstatement. You're over complimenting Triple Fraud by calling him Chef Boyardee. We haven't eaten canned food in about 30 years, especially with the new information. They're putting all type of stuff in it. I need that home-cooked gourmet. I need that steak sizzling. I need my filet. You don't eat steak, cool. I need the turkey. I need the chicken. Tony Khan cooking up vegan meals. He cooking up protein-packed meals. He's cooking up whatever you want. R19 said, Kobe Gamer said, see it washed. R19 said, Ciampa is still good with that loss. Yeah, I think Ciampa is perfect. He lost because now we can get the Psycho Killer. Now we have a reason for it. Now he can really go in the depths because think about it, it's real life. He really felt good bringing that title home, showing them, yo, finally I got a title. Look, I made the right decision. Now it's all stripped from him, even though his storyline is the real life the same way. Like I said 100 million times, wrestling is the best when you can balance real life and what's scripted. Dog, Tony Khan is in the kitchen. He lives in the kitchen. Tony Khan has put up an airbed officially in the kitchen, not to go to sleep. Maybe to take some power naps, wake back up, get right back on the stove. Tony Khan is whipping so hard that his wrist is about to fall off. King, I didn't like Tommaso losing the title while not made the match end in a draw. Why not make the match end in a draw? Yo, King, that's a simple answer, bro. You got to give my man Kyle Fletcher, you got to give him that home welcome. They're going to Australia Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, Tommaso, it was a perfect way to do it. Tommaso was a transitional champion. But a lot of times we see transitional champions and it's like they're booked as jobbers. It's the transitional jobber. No, Tommaso Ciampa had 3 banger matches. 2 of them was title defenses. Now we're going to Australia. Nah, bro. We need the champion to be in Australia. I'm not mad at Briscoe and them and the 7th time it being ladder matches. We don't really get ladder matches too crazy in AEW. Oh my God. The only thing that I would ask for is it be a triple threat. But then it's hard to even say that because I always stress how important storylines are. And if we going with the storyline, Briscoe and Kyle is perfect. It's game 7. What's more important than game 7? Dog, this is gonna be fire, man. For real. Young Boss, what's up, bro? Yeah, Kyle Fletcher fire, man. James Joe says y'all didn't lose to no bum though, so it's good. Yo, facts. He lost it. He lost it. It was arguably the best. I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but man, I don't know what's much better than Kyle Fletcher, and Osprey in London. I don't know what's gonna be much better than that. Think about this. We got a 10 out of now. Yo, my bad. You know I'm a prisoner of the moment, but yo, if I hear 10 out of 10 tonight, I can't even 9.5 out of 10. I can't. I'm struggling to find out what I would have switched tonight, man. For real. Chris lost. Me and his hair got cut. Facts. Yo, DJ, facts. Facts, though. We gonna get to that, man. Phantom said Game 7 is actually a fire concept. Think about it. Few ender is Game 7. That's a fact. Game 7. I'm not mad at Game 7. So many talking yeah, dog. I have wrestling news tonight, but it's gonna be hard to get to it. We gonna get to everything. But yo, Dynamite was just so packed, man. Seriously, dog. That was damn near the beginning of the show. We could go right to the end of the show. Why not, right? Tekla. Yo, I've been, since I started watching AEW heavy, right? Since I really started getting acclimated, one thing I hear the sickos say is, yo, we need more Tekla. When is Tekla gonna get her chance? And she's been growing on me ever since Blood and Guts, right? Tekla's been growing on me more and more. Yo, hold on. Let me pull Shorty up, man. Let me pull. She deserves to be pulled up respectfully. Tekla deserves respect in her name. Ever since I came in, the sickos was telling me, Gregory, Sir Smoke a Lot, Rod, the sickos, Chris yo, bro. Tekla, the Spider. She's one of the best in the women's division. I'm like, all right. I wasn't really seeing it at first. I'm not going to lie. Blood and Guts when I got put on notice. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye on her. I kept seeing her. I love her entrance music. You know, I'm good. I love give me some hard rock, man. You know what I mean? Give me the lights of sin. I've been watching this woman grow and grow and grow. She lost the match to Chris Statlander. They run it back with the strap match. Everybody, I don't know about y'all, but I did not see Chris Statlander losing on a damn near a random Dynamite in a strap match. And not even how, dog, when people lose at AEW, they lose with pride and dignity. As a man, this is a woman's match, but as a man, if you're going to lose a Rumble, right, at least you're going to put up the hardest fight you can. You lose a Rumble, dog, you could get up from the Rumble knowing, dog, you would have fought your ass off, dog. You'd have did everything you could. Chris Statlander lost with dignity to the point she's almost more over losing that strap match. You almost feel like you want to see Chris Statlander get back. How do you lose the title and get jumped after it? After you get robbed, say you get beat up, right? Then you get robbed. Unfortunately, hopefully this never happened to none of y'all. But if you get beat up, then you get robbed, then it's like, all right, it's over. Chris Statlander got beat up, she got robbed, then beat up again. Chris Statlander got something to fight for now. And if I'm Chris Statlander, I'm calling up Miss Willow Nightingale. Why is Jamie Hayter and the other chick coming out there? Where's Nightingale at? Where's Harley Cameron? Dog, it's so many layers where bro could go with this storyline. It's fire. Chris Statlander might be on a rampage after this, man. Remember, this is a women's division with no Mercedes Moné. We haven't even got to that. This is a men's division with no Will Ospreay. We didn't get, what's the name? MJF. MJF wasn't even on this episode of Dynamite. We didn't need him. I can't believe I'm saying that. Oh my God, man, this is crazy. James Jones said that TNT title is heavy now. Facts. That TNT title, y'all see how I complain about the Intercontinental title. The TNT title is the Intercontinental title, what it's supposed to be. That's what the Intercontinental title used to be. When you grab that title, you know, dog, this is the next guy in the company. That's how you supposed to. I forgot who said it. A New Generation said it. We was in the chat. This is the workhorse title. Or did he say it? Somebody said, if I'm mixing it up, maybe the other boy said it. My bad, dog. I'm just excited. This is the workhorse title. This is the title where you're putting on, you're defending, you're on Collision when there's nobody there like that. When the viewership is low, you on there every week. You on there telling a story. Fire, dog. I agree, man. The TNT title heavy, man. Tickler. OZ said tickler. I'm surprised my man OZ ain't talking about the break. I know OZ now. If you say this 10 out of 10, OZ, you ain't gonna have an argument. I say 9.5, but I'm only not saying 10 out of 10 because I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment because I got a bad habit of that. But honestly, man, I can't tell you one thing. This is what Raw used to be like. Oh my God, man. The AEW sickos is winning, dog. 2026 is about to be. If this shows what AEW about to be like this year, oh my God. Oh my God, man. We got a toxic champion now. Fact, my man Delayed Grats in the building. This match was disturbed. It was down with the thickness. Facts. Wolf, what's up, Wolf? The fire thing is nobody's seen it coming. Y'all see me watching it in the beginning. I'm like, all right, let's hurry up. Let's get Chris Statlander somehow pull it off. You know what I mean? I'm thinking we're gonna get Sisters of Sin. We're gonna get Willow and them coming out. It's gonna be a brawl. Every time I think I could predict AEW, I feel like an idiot. Every time. Sometimes we got predictable things like I can't even see like this Saturday, not Mark Briscoe, Brody King and MJF. Everybody knows MJF gonna win, but are we gonna get surprised if Tony Khan really had Brody King beat MJF? You can't call it. I'm sorry, you can't call it, dog. Brody King could hold the AEW title and it could actually make sense. God, man. Fearfully Confident said, you have to realize like Tekla beat up the owner of her former Yo, for real? What was that on? Fearfully Confident said, you have to realize Tekla beat up the owner of her former promotion. First, what was her former promotion? And where can I find that at? Where she beat her up? That's crazy. Yeah, yo, Rod, this was an excellent show, man. Tony Khan got everything on the menu. Who said that? My man Carlito, what's up, Carlito? Mad, what's up, Mad? Chef Tony. James Jones said, what'd he say? Curveball, TK cooking again, man. TK, I thought baseball was out of season, but not for Tony Khan. It's all year, man. OZ said, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 tonight. You skipped a bunch. I skipped who? What? Billy said, imagine next week, Swerve versus Omega. Yeah, and that's, yo, Billy, good looking. That's next week. We got Swerve versus Omega.
No audio.
Oh, no, it's no audio? Mm-mm. Hold on, let me see. You sure? No, I don't see nobody.
No, they always sing it.
Hold on, let me make sure the audio cool, yeah. Yo, is the audio cool on this, Joe? Yeah, I'm not seeing no audio in here. Derek, shout out Derek with the $5. Triple K can't book, let alone read a book. Yo, oh no, somebody said the audio fine. All right, bet. All right, we good. All right, hold on. Triple K can't book, alone can't book, or how to book, can't accept epicness from a prick who couldn't let Booker T win at WrestleMania 19. Yo, my man Derek with the book bars. That's fire, y'all. Yo, man, this is hard, man. Tony said audio's all right, bet. Miss Jackson, Sir Smoke a lot. Yeah, man, this is fire, bro. Shout out to Tekla, man. Her winning was an incredible decision. Incredible curveball. It was well overdue. Then how she lost was fire, man. Fire, bro. Oh, man. Now we got the ladder match. Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe. Oh yeah, yo, you know I've been complaining, man. I've been complaining about my guys, the Street Profits. So we ain't got the Street Profits, but we got the Private Party return. Private Party returning. Oh my god, dog. It's just just what people was asking. Where's Private Party at? Where's Private Party at? They returned in a good way, man. Now, of course, they wasn't going to go over with the Young Bucks, but it's good to see Private Party. The Young Bucks and what's the name? The Young Bucks. They had the Rascals. The Young Bucks, a Private Party. Young Bucks go over. Grand Slam, FTR, and the Young Bucks. This is going to be a banger. I don't see how Tony Khan is going to book this show in only 2.5 hours. This is one of them. Yo, let me tell you this. Grand Slam, it might not only be better than Blood and Guts. Grand Slam might be, it has potential to be show of the year. I'm calling it right now, dog. One of the things about AEW pay-per-views, they're extremely long. Tony Khan cooks, but they're extremely long. Tony Khan in 2.5 hours, it probably has to stretch to 3 hours. But this show being a 3-hour show, dog, is going to be like it ended in like 30 minutes. It's supposed to be Valentine's Day. If you're a real wrestling fan, Valentine's Day is the last thing on your mind, dog. Grand Slam is going to be what's popping tonight, man, or that Saturday. Let me see. Rich said, loved how Willow and Harley are in Australia, so Chris had to. Oh, damn, for real? I didn't know that. She had no backup when her Sisters of Sin came in. Chris still looks strong in the lose. I can hear. Oh, damn, Rich, I didn't know that. That makes sense now. That makes sense, man. We rated G. Bullshit. AEW hardcore. ECW facts, man. Free TV. That's it. Who said that? Yo, Cass Dad 34. The fact. This is free. Yo. I feel bad that we're about to get the GS for free. Yo, Tony Khan is really going all out Saturday, and I wish this was going against Elimination Chamber. Dog, there is no way possible you could compare the GS and Elimination Chamber, a free show and a show they're about to want you to pay $30 for. Come on, dog. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 3. Grand Slam. Yeah. It might be this Josh. It might be the show of the year. And it got to go 3. I think it has to go 3. You know what I mean? 2.5 hours is not enough. Dog, look at the card. Hold on. Let me pull up do they got the, hold on. Let me keep my man up for a second. Damn, do they have the whole card for, look at the spider. Oh my God, this is fire, dog. Fire. Yo, she about to have a crazy run with the title. I'm calling it now, man. I'm calling it. Let me see the Grand Slam. I thought they had the card up. Nah, I don't see the card. I thought they had the card straight up, but dog, this is a lot of matches to try to pack in one show, man. Click the wiki. Yeah. Hold on, yeah. Grand Slam card 2026. All right, let me see. Grand Slam line. Load a card for Australia. Damn, I'll find the card and pull it up. Yeah, all right, here we go. Man, how are you? Listen, these are the matches right now. MJF for Brody King. Hold on. You got MJF and let me see. And Brody King for the AEW Championship. Kyle Fletcher and Mark Briscoe for the ladder match. The Babes of Wrath versus Mega Bad, and I guarantee Mega Bad should be winning that. Jon Moxley and Takeshita, Hangman and Andrade. Orange Cassidy is Tony Storm. Death Riders in a hair shaving match. And it's like, this has to go 3 hours. Oh my, this card is so fire. Everyone has a storyline. Jon Moxley, Takeshita. The Don Callis family, Death Riders. Hangman Adam Page trying to get back to the top. Andrade, will he continue his run of this new Andrade in AEW? I think he's been undefeated too. We got the hair match, dog. Tony Khan could pull, dog. I be thinking about it. Don't be surprised if Toni Storm loses and gets her head shaved. Because Toni Storm is that psychotic. Toni Storm, she knows people are online saying her gimmick has gotten stale. Toni Storm, if she cut her hair and she becomes Britney Spears, remember when Britney Spears cut her hair bald? I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's going to be Willa Yuta that actually gets the, you know what I mean, that has to get his hair cut. But I wouldn't be surprised if Toni Storm. The babes arrived, Mega Bad. Mega Bad finally getting some gold around their waist. Fletcher Mark Briscoe, Game 7. MJF Brody King. This is Brody King moment. This is Brody King moment to not win the title, because I don't think MJF should lose the title. But I think this is Brody King moment. Remember how we just say Tommaso Ciampa just lost. Chris Statner, dog, AEW, how they book their stars. When you lose, you don't lose and look like a jobber. You don't lose and look like you should be back on Rampage, you know, the canceled show. Brody King is going to put on one of the best performances we ever seen in the square circle as far as Brody King performances. This will be one of his best performances in a loss. MJF is going to remind everyone why he's MJF. We missing one person on here, y'all. Yo, Gregory, we missing one person on the card. Rod, Toni getting shaved, her home country will be a sight to behold. Facts. Yo, Rod, I just think it would be just think of the energy in the building. It would be like, oh my God, she get her head. Because think about it. Yo, look. Toni Storm could pull off the buzz cut. Think about it, y'all. Toni Storm could pull this off. She could pull off the Amber Rose. Toni Storm, it could bring new life to her character. I love Toni Storm. I still like what she's doing, but let's be real. There's a lot of conversation online that she's just getting a little bit stale. Like the timeless Toni Storm, we've been doing it for year after year after year. I would not be surprised. And she said something tonight. I forgot what she said. Yeah, actually, Rod just said it. She said it will be a sight to behold. And that actually had me thinking, wow, she might get her hair cut. And if she does it, I could see Toni Storm pulling this off, and it's going to be fire. She's going to figure it out. It's going to be a sight to behold, like she say, in her hometown. Do y'all see this happening? Yeah, Derek, I see Toni Storm pulling off the Amber Rose, bro. I see it. The blonde buzz cut? I think it'll be fire. CEO Jordan, yeah, facts. Damn, Copycat said that she might turn heel. That would be fire. Toni Storm with the buzz cut that turned heel? When you talking about a new and her manager, I forgot her manager name, but her manager, he already gives me the heel vibes. Toni Storm does need a shakeup. Like I said, I don't got no problem with her gimmick right now, but if she go buzz and get a heel, I'm all for it. Jada, yeah. Yeah, Toni Storm about to pull off the Jada Pinkett sit. Yo, facts, man. Facts, bro. Juice is gonna be sitting at home watching his wife be a shaved bald. Yo, facts. Sorry, I was saying you skipped some super chats. All right, let me double check the super chats. Oh, Wolf, my bad, Wolf. I skipped Wolf. Good looking for the $2. He says, I think Mina is gonna turn heel on Toni Storm. Yeah, that could work. That could work. But if, like we just said, if somebody turned heel, I think it should be Toni, bro. I think it should be Toni, man. Loved how Willow and Hardy was Australia. I think I seen everybody else. Willow and Carmen. Oh, yeah, good looking Lurking Showers. Yeah, I see that in the chat. Willow and Carmen already in Australia. Jamie said AEW got these blood flus. AEW got respect fuse. That's a fact. WWE got all blood. I mean, WWE got all respect, all love feuds. AEW got the blood fuse, man. We got the fuse we really want. When we see two people going at it, just like if we seen, I don't know, whoever's the Penguin and Batman. If we see them shaking hands and being buddy all the time, it don't hit the same, man. It don't hit the same, bro. Oh, I missed yours, Jordan. Hold on. Let me see. We gotta stop with the. Let me see. I see that MJF said WWE equals McDonald's. AEW mix. Yo, now that's a. I seen that. I seen that. Yo, I seen that. Wick said having Kenny smack Swerve or Black. on Black History Month was crazy. Yeah, we got. I forgot about that. We gonna get AEW is packed, dog. AEW is packed, man. AEW is definitely packed. Hold on, let me go for Tony Khan, the king of curveballs. Yo, Jose, what's up, Jose? Now that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Tony Khan, the king of curveballs. All right, I'll do a better job of catching up on him. The Penguin, that's Paul Heyman. Yo, that's insane, dog. That's insane. But yeah, it's looking like we might get Tony, man. Tony might lose, bro. Don't get surprised, man. Let me see what else we got. Oh yeah, did y'all speaking of that match? Willa Yuta cutting off Mina Shirakawa's head. Now it's not that crazy. You know what I mean? He just cut off her ponytail, but still, you cut off a woman's hair on live TV. This is what I'm talking about of rolling a dice. This is what I'm talking about of not playing softball. This is what I'm talking about of WWE playing everything too safe. This is story. Remember, it's entertainment. It's not real life. If it was real life and you seen a guy cutting a woman's hair, okay, let's be irate. Let's jump him. Let's stop him. Let's do whatever we got to do. But Willa Yuta already being the heel, already having all this heat. People love saying, F you, Willa. F you, Yuta. And it's just like, what's the most heel thing you could do than, Mina Shirakawa getting beat up and Willa Yuta cutting her hair on top of the stage. Fire. Carnage, Willa sucks. Yo, Gregory, you know what? Yo, that's why I love Willa Yuta, yo. He brings that energy out. Now when you talk about heat, this is real heat, not made up heat that Gunther got. Think about it. Imagine if Willa Yuta did 25% of what Gunther did. Dog, this dude would be the most hated man of all time. Dog, Willa Yuta, this is how you get real heat. This is how people gotta really hate you. It's something about Willa Yuta's face. I don't know if it's beard, I don't know if it's hair. Shout out Willa Yuta, he from the city. But dog, this dude is a master at catching heat, man. I think it's gonna be Marina. Oh my, I'm gonna be pissed if Marina get her hair cut off, dog. If Marina Shafir get her hair cut, I can't see it, dog. Damn, you think it's gonna be Marina? Buzz said both Yuta and Marina are getting their hair shaved at GS. You think? I don't see it, because remember, it's not both people. It's whoever take the pinfall. So only one person got to get their hair shaved, and it's whoever take the pinfall. Y'all know Willa coming out looking like Hakushi. No, that's funny. Derek said, good looking for the two. I'm buying the Yuta chinchilla coat. This weekend. It's hilarious. Mox said Marina could pull it off in commentary. Yeah. I don't see it. I think she can, because she does have a nice face, but I just don't see her losing her hair. Then where does she go from there? Like, all right, you lost your hair, now you're just in the Death Riders, and you know what I mean? I feel like with Toni Storm, she lose her hair, she could cut so many promos about it. She could just put it, she's just so good on the mic, she could put it over so fire. Yeah, Toni Storm, yo, I was thinking of that, Wick. Toni Storm, hold on. Toni Storm said Brittany about to she about to get the Brittany shave, man. That's why I said Amber Rose first, because Brittany looked kind of crazy when she went bald. Yeah, man. But maybe Toni Storm do this. Maybe Toni Storm pulls the Britney. She could pull the Amber Rose or the Britney. She could pull the Amber Rose. She's Hollywood. She's doing her thing. She's still cutting the sexy promos, whatever. Then she could pull the whole Britney role. Just shave her head and go crazy, man. Either one could work. WWE needs to take notes. Yo, Regino, my bad if I butchered your name. But no, that's a fact. They need to take notes, but they're not. Everything's gonna be safe. Everything is gonna be carefully put. Darby Allin. Remember when I said it was one thing missing on the GS, and I think it's Darby Allin. But it might be too much putting Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd in some sick type of match. It might be too much. Maybe we hold that for Revolution. But Darby Allin came through. He helped Orange Cassidy go over the Death Riders. Yo, this is the one thing I would say. Now, I said Dynamite's a 9.5. Now I'm looking at this. Yeah, man. And this is just, you mean, this is me just literally struggling to pull anything to say because I've really enjoyed this Dynamite top to bottom. But I would have liked some type of video footage of what happened to Darby Allin. He got left in the middle of the desert. So how did he get picked up? Did he have to walk? You know what I mean? Did Tony Khan pull through? Did he have to get airlifted out the desert? I would have liked a little bit more of a follow-up of how Darby Allin got out the desert from being left and ended up in AEW. I mean, ended up at this match. But that's me just nitpicking, honestly. We all knew Darby Allin, this is a dude that climbed Mount Everest. So if he climbed Mount Everest, I'm pretty sure he found his way out the desert, came to AEW just to cause havoc. So, you know what I mean? That was kind of fire. Psycho Tony Gregory, yeah. Facts. Psycho Tony for sure, man. He was in the crowd. Yeah. Red Dark is epic with Doofus We know what we know. Facts. Brittany looked like Psycho Killer. Nah, facts. Yo, Felicia in the building. What's up? We black women don't play when it comes to hair, braids, and weave. Yeah, nah, I feel that. My man Deck, what's up? Nah, Philly joined his brothers and dad in WWE probably. Darby has become a bit mystical. Yeah. Yo, I think that's the only thing missing in GS, y'all. I want to see Darby Allin in the GS, but then again, maybe he need to take the night off, man. You know, Darby Allin, he does a lot of crazy spots, man. So Darby Allin might need to take the night off, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, then we got an announcement, y'all. Oh, now speaking of that, let me talk about this. We all seen this coming, man. My man Roderick Strong bouncing on Orange Cassidy. Now, this is the question. Now, let me ask y'all in AEW chat, man. Let me ask y'all. Do we see Roderick Strong in the Death Riders now? Or not even, maybe he play a Gabe Kidd role. Like, I'm not a part of the Death Riders. I'm an associate because, you know, wifey over there. Marina Shafir over there. This happened in a match where it was Orange Cassidy versus the Death Riders. Roderick Strong, he kept telling him, man, I'm not a part of the conglomerate. I don't know why Orange Cassidy would even believe. Orange Cassidy should have seen this coming a mile away. But finally, they start telling the story of Roderick Strong being fed up, man. Roderick joins the Death Riders. It's set up for yeah, facts. And when Roderick Strong get on Orange Cassidy, I want him to beat the brakes off of Orange Cassidy, man. I like Orange Cassidy, but come on, bro. You doing too much playing. You got your hands in your pants. Roderick Strong ain't for none of that, man. My man Kyle O'Reilly is out. My man Adam Cole is out. Nah, man. I'm not in the best of mood, dog. Y'all doing too much playing. Come over here, Orange Cassidy. Let me turn Orange Cassidy into orange juice. I want to see Roderick Strong go in, man. He may join, yeah, facts. No Death Riders, strictly Hill Roddy. Ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not join the Death Riders, but maybe be an associate. But yeah, I think him joining the Death Riders might be a little bit too much, but you never know, man. You know what I mean? You never know. His wife over there, wish they built more Okada and Takeshita storyline. Joshua. Build more Okada and Takeshita. I feel you. You know what it is, Joshua? It's like I know Tony Khan be looking at his paper, right? And he sees 2 hours, and they're gonna let him go over about 15 minutes like they did tonight. I think he went over 18 minutes. But man, how many storylines you're gonna tell? That's why Collision's important. But Yeah, I think it comes to a time thing because I would like that too. I would like a little bit more Okada and Takeshita, but then we got all year to stretch that out too. So I think it got to be a priority thing. But I feel you on that. Felicia said we don't spend all that money on hair salon in the bathroom in the morning for nothing. No, I feel you. Roddy is joining the new Death Riders led by Claudio after they betray Mox. Yeah. Yo, the Death Riders be seeming a little bit weird sometimes because they're heel in the ring, but Moxley's a babyface, or he's leaning towards babyface. He more of like an in-between guy, but he's leaning towards babyface. And it's like sometimes it get a little weird. Fearfully Confident says Takeshita has to take the belt from Moxley first. Yo, Joshua, that's what it is. Joshua, that's what it is. What Fearfully Confident said. He has to take the belt from Moxley first. Then they can start revving up the storyline. And then it starts making sense. Now Okada got something he wants to take from Takeshita. So, yeah. And that's going to happen this weekend. I think, yeah, man, they might as well have it happen this weekend. Week with the $5 is that when it comes to intensity and physicality in the ring, not too many beat Roderick Strong. Yo, and I told you, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, the past 6 months, they really gained my respect. Because I always looked at them as like, man, these dudes is jobbers, dog. I'm not really seeing it. But the past 6 months, these dudes gained my respect, man. Cass there said, we got a good hill run early 2024, 2025. That's why they stopped it. Yeah. Yeah. What did it say? At who? Lyconics? At AEW? Oh, GS Thoughts? Who's that? I don't even know how to pronounce that, dog. Who is that, Derek? Roddy continuing with Chopper. Yo, Joshua, I think Chopper should he gotta build that psycho killer vibe, you know what I mean? That'd be fire, Riley and Chopper, but Chopper just got out of a tag team. I want to see him do what he gotta do as a singles competitor. Dynamite back in the air. Roger Strong and team up with Johnny Hungry. Roger Strong has the best finisher in the business. Yeah, Roger fire. So it's gonna be fire to see what he do. Oh my God. Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland. Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, and they're gonna be going next week on Dynamite. Kenny Omega's back in top tier shape. Swerve Strickland. They're cutting the personal promos. And I'm telling people, let's watch it. Because the way they was cutting this promo, I'm like, man, could we be going into a blood feud with this situation? Kenny Omega saying stuff like, man, you talking about whose house? The house? You know what I mean? He said something about the house being burnt down by this. My man did that. My man claimed that your house got burnt down. We know. He said, "Hey man, burnt bro house down. You don't want to repeat of that." Swerve Strickland cutting these personal promos, dog. This is yo. Am I bugging to feel like this promo was giving me the Roman and Punk vibe? It was giving me now it's Roman and Punk, so I understand why is everybody putting that over. But I'm looking at this promo like, man, it's giving me that same type of energy. It's giving me that same type of vibe. Swerve Strickland telling Kenny Omega, bro, you was the man. You was the measuring stick. You was the guy everybody wanted to be like. By the time I got to the top, you was on the sideline. You was benched. You wasn't doing nothing. I was the man. Fire. Yo, fire. Yo, it's way too many storylines, man. It's way too many storylines, way too many layers. I think we go blood feud with this one. I think because I thought we was going to go Hangman and Swerve Strickland, revamping that. But I'm not mad if we go Swerve Strickland, Kenny Omega, just a brand new blood feud, a brand new personals, disrespect. I want to see that, man. I want to see that energy come out of Kenny Omega. I want to see Swerve Strickland back to that demonic Swerve Strickland. I want to see them end it off. Yo, this is going to be fire, man. Promo, yo, Rod, this was fire. For me, I like this better than Punk and Roman, to be honest. Now, I understand why everybody like Punk and Roman, and everybody's excited for that. I'm excited. That's cool. But you know the difference between this? Punk and Roman do a promo. We don't see Roman for 3 weeks. I can't even make this up. They cut a promo. Not only did they get it on, somebody gets thrown off the stage. He's hitting them with a, you know what I mean? Not only did they get it on, they actually fight the next week. Kenny Omega, you don't think he could call Tony Khan and say, yo, I just got it on with Swerve, bro. I'll holler at you at Revolution. No. Next week, the storyline continues. That's the only thing about the Punk and Roman promo. It was a great promo. But now we don't see nothing. We don't hear nothing about it for 3 weeks. That kills the storyline. This is episodic television, dog. It's supposed to be progressing the stories every week. If it's not, give me a video package. If it's not, go on social media, cut a promo. If it's not, send a tweet out. Do something other than disappear. And I like Roman. That's my man, bro. But my God. Next week, Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland. And Tony Schiavone said, man, if you got a front row ticket, you might want to watch out because these guys might take it outside the ring again. Fire. Let me see. Kobe said Punk and Roman would be some hot ass. King of Mundo said fire. Yeah. Roshi said Bobby, Swerve and Nana had the ambassador towel last week and had the video package for Kevin Knight. Damn, yeah, I gotta take that. I gotta check that. We eating good every Dynamite collision. Nah, that's a fact. Brian said, yeah, man, it's nuts how spoiled we are with AEW. Fact, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this might be one of the best weeks for AEW for this type of Dynamite. This was better than Maximum Carnage. This one of the best Dynamites I've seen, me personally. One of the best ones I've seen, dog. Then going into the GS. Do y'all understand how fire the GS is about to be this weekend? 6 banger matches, 6 storylines. Dog, these wrestlers are going to go all out. Then we in Australia, the crowd will be on fire all night. This is why we love professional wrestling. This is why we're all here in the chat listening, talking, busting it up. I wasn't even, I looked at my calendar. I'm like, damn, all I got is Elimination Chamber at the end of the month. I had no plans on covering the GS. If y'all watch my AEW stream, y'all know. I went from like, damn, I might cover GS. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. To like, man, all right, I got to cover the GS. To it being a guarantee. This is a pay-per-view. This is a pay-per-view. Tony Khan can say, y'all, man, I got to charge y'all 50 for this, and I don't think we're going to get too many complaints. Oh, my God. He's in the building. Let's see what excuse the guy Triple GPT got. Yo, what? What? This bull said below average show. Yo, what? Chopper left Gargano to hold a random belt for a week. At least he got the bag, guys. I gotta look at some of the replies for this. This is crazy. So he said, not you again, look back. Triple GPT just here. Chopper did more in AEW. Carlito said Chopper did more in AEW in 2 weeks than he did in 3 years. Oh my God, yo. Yo, calling that below average is hilarious, dog. Oh my God, man. Can someone tell Triple GPT off? Oh man. Scorpio said I was there. Statlander and Tekla killed it. Yo, Scorpio, that's fire, dog. That's fire, man. Scorpio, from 1 to 10, how was the energy in the building, man? Like, was a lot of people going crazy with Tekla One? Carter said Triple GPT on that good stuff. He might be on the Maui Wowie. He might be on the what's your Skittles, M&M's, what else? Snickers, Twix. What's that, Bobby Monsoon? The nose candy. It's either the Maui Wowie or the nose candy. Triple GPT is below average is crazy. Oh my God. Tekla vs. Statlander strap match. Shout out Mr. DG4. Chris Statler's strap match is an early match of the year candidate. Facts. Mr. DG, yo, like I said, I have a hard time comparing that match to Tommaso and what's the name, Kyle. I can't put it over that. I can't lie. I can't. But if somebody tells me they like the Chris Statlander and Tekla match over, I can't argue with that either at all, man. God, dog. Oh yeah, we got like what's the name said? I think Felicia said that. What's the name? Somebody said that Kenny slapping. Yo, we the people that watch WWE, right? When I seen this, you know the first thing I thought? My God, about time we got a grown man getting slapped than him actually doing something about it. How many times we seen Gunther get slapped? We seen this superstar get slapped. That superstar gets slapped, and they do is next week on Crackdown, a match from the guy that dog. In what world a grown man is going to get slapped and do nothing? The second I seen Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland get slapped, I'm looking. My eyes are glued to the TV. Because I've been putting AEW over, and I'm like, yo, there's no way that I get on live tonight and Swerve Strickland gets slapped in his face. Then I completely ignore that. I'm going to tell, yo, if Dynamite is fire, I'm going to say it's fire. But I'm going to say this was BS. Dog, in what world a grown man slap and do nothing? Kenny Omega slapped Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland, the acting, incredible. Swerve Strickland, he turns around. He pauses. That's why I thought he wasn't going to do nothing. He pauses, take his jacket off, says something slick, then they start rumbling. My God, that's all we asked for. Something that's realistic. We already know it's a work. Every kayfabe is dead. Can we get something realistic? Thank you, Tony Khan, for not having a black man get slapped on Black History Month. Then he got to wait the next week on Dynamite for the one-on-one match. Nah, we're going to get it on right now. Fire. Then he didn't have 100 security guards break it up. Triple GPT said it was good war. Yo, Triple GPT, I don't know what you're doing, man. Yo, Triple GPT, I know it's Saturday is Valentine's Day, right? So I can see it right now. They said Gemini is a female. It's gonna be GPT and Gemini. I don't know what dates y'all got planned in the metaverse. I don't know what dates the AI got planned in the the meta universe. But man, make sure you tap into the GS, man. Cause if you want, you can either do two things. You can wait till April 18th and 19th to the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania, right? Or you could get WrestleMania a few months early. GS will be on. I'm calling it right now. GS might be better than night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania this year. And I put money on that, dog. Thank you, TK. Spirit Gun. 3 hours. Friday night yawn. Gunther is a coward. Facts. And yo, who said that? Yo, Prince. Prince said Gunther's a coward. Yo, Prince, this is the thing, bro. Out of all the people that's going to get slapped, right, and do nothing, I don't understand it, but I could understand Gunther should be the last person. Literally, you have to be a complete idiot to be in a creative room, have Gunther get slapped and do nothing repeatedly. It's not like it happened once. It's like everything else. Click copy, click paste. It happened about 400 times where he got slapped and did nothing. Out of everybody on the card, you almost want Roman Reigns to get slapped and do nothing. Other than Gunther. Why? You passed the torch to Gunther to be this great Goldberg killer, AJ Styles killer, John Cena killer. The last thing he should be doing is getting slapped and doing nothing. It's the most stupid decision you could do creatively. Man, when Swerve Strickland took his jacket off, I'm like, man, that's my man, bro. Derek Jones, AEW. Yo, now look, Derek Jones, I wanted to speak about that. Hold on. We gonna move to this real quick. I wanted to speak about this. The only reason I didn't yet, because I wanted to go to Revolution, and I think I might have jinxed it. But I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all know I'm in the city. I'm in Philly. This is 2 hours away. Is this different? I want to go to Revolution, but just flights, hotel, California, rent a car. Then we in California, so we got all the extracurricular activities I got to do. I got some family members in California. The price tag, I would have literally came back with an eviction notice on my door, which I did in Texas, but I was able to clear everything up. So Revolution was going to be hard, and now I feel less bad because I'm getting GS. So it's like I knew the first pay per view at AEW was going to be fire, so I don't feel that bad. But Double or Nothing in this venue, and it's 2 hours away. Like I could literally catch the Chinese bus. Whoever's in the city or whatever city you catch the Chinese bus for like $20-$30. You'll go up this is going to be in New York. Catch the train to New York. Get some good pizza. Get some good chicken and rice, lamb and rice, chopped cheese. I'm in the hood. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go up Harlem, grab me some Jordans, whatever. You know what I mean? Go hit the AEW event. That's a lot more feasible for me, especially with the tickets and all. You can get some good seats. This is a lot more feasible, and I'm going to be keeping y'all updated. I just got to figure out how can I go to the show and be able to – I might have to go live vertically on my phone because I still want to do the live with y'all. It would just have to be different, but I still want to be live with y'all real fast. But, yeah, the possibility of me going to Double or Nothing is a lot more it's more of a possibility. It's a lot greater chances, Derek, of me going here because I was supposed to go to Revolution. Now I definitely got to redeem myself. I got to hit up Double or Nothing, man. This is going to be fire, man. They say it's in Queens, New York, man. Louis Armstrong Stadium. This stadium look fire, dog. Tony Khan, just imagine what Tony Khan gonna cook up. This is going to be fire, guaranteed. Chopped cheese. Yeah, I got to get the chopped cheese. If you got chicken and rice in New York, New York, they invented the chicken and rice trucks, man. I miss a lot of things in New York. I haven't been in a while. Chopped cheese, cheese pizza, chicken and rice, lamb and rice. And just the culture. When you go to New York, it's going to sound crazy, but you know what I'm talking about if you've been to New York. You smell the pollution. You know what I mean? You smell like the grind. You know what I mean? You go to New York, it's a certain aesthetic, the fast pace. You know what I mean? New York is like cousins to us in Philly, so it's like, yeah, I like that New York energy, man. Tony Khan. Yeah, Tony Khan going to be cooking up some chopped cheese, man. Double or Nothing will bury WWE completely. Facts. Double or Nothing gonna be fire. So I'm gonna be I got my eyes on this for the next video. Make sure y'all like the joint. How many likes we got so far? Let me see. Make sure y'all like up in the live. Let's try to get 200 likes in the live. We had 132. The AEW chat. Been holding your boy Bobby Monsoon down, man. Yo, I'm happy AEW been cooking, man. Eric, I live in the city. Yo, that's what's up, Eric. You gonna be going to AEW, Joe? Crazy cool set, and the tickets are affordable, which is key. I don't need to sell a kidney to buy a ticket. Now, that's a fact. And if you in AEW events, dog, every AEW event I went to, literally, bro, you could chill, you could drink, you could talk to real wrestling fans. This is the thing about AEW events. Let me get back to this real quick. If you've never been to an AEW event, because I've been to both. I've been to a WWE event, and it's like you got fans here, but you don't got the die-hard fans. You got more of a, I would say a family atmosphere, but it's not even that no more. Honestly, it's like a bunch of bots, to be honest. It is a bunch of bots waiting to yeet, waiting to sing. And I guess it's fun if you paid all this money for tickets, or if you've never been, then cool. I might as well yeet. I might as well be a bot. You know the saying, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans, right? But if you in this AEW joint, just the camaraderie, just like the conversation you got with the fans. If y'all see my short when I was at All In, just fams, whose house, that crazy ass fan that went there, man. You could just have real conversations about wrestling. It's just a certain energy at these AEW events that make it an actual wrestling show. WWE events is like theater of the opera. on. You might as well start singing. You might as well just start doing. You know what I mean? It's not a wrestling show, and that's what's the TKO is killing WWE with that, and it's happening little by little with the small transition of turning WWE into a circus act and going further and further away from it being a wrestling show. Double or Nothing, I could call a few friends up. I could call my brother up. Yo, let's go to Double or Nothing. I got you. Let's bring a few people. I got you. Yo, let's get dog. You have the option of doing that. You can't bring anybody to a WWE event. The tickets are $3,000, and it comes with a box of tissue because you have to sit all the way up in the nosebleed. Yeah, man. But somebody said sicko Masu. Yo, man, the only I ain't gonna lie. I'm a WWE guy. I'm just disgruntled. I can't even say I gotta get. I'm like a cousin to the sickos. I can't disrespect the sickos because I think the sickos might be somebody like maybe Sir Smoker, like Gregory Rod. I know it's a lot of sickos in the building. You know what I mean? It's a lot of sickos. Leo, man. I know I'm missing a lot of sickos in the building, but I think a sicko is, yeah, man. You've been there year one, year two. Yeah, I mean, it took me some time to really get acclimated. Yeah, I mean, get caught up, and it's just so happened that when I got caught up, when I really got caught up, it was like, wow, AEW's cooking. You know what I mean? And trust me, if I'm going to fly to All In Texas, they've been cooking. I've been getting on my AEW stuff for a little while now. So I'm just happy to be a part of the momentum when the trajectory is going really up, dog. The trajectory of AEW is really switching, and we see it in the numbers too, man. We got Lurkin. Lurkin said AEW will do an event wrestle. Think AEW would do an event WrestleMania weekend. Not this year. I don't think this year, but next year they should definitely. Next year, All In might go back to the States. Next year, AEW might definitely compete with WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia. They're going to have to pull out all the stops, and honestly, there's pulling out all the stops is like I don't even know what that means. What does pulling out all the stops mean? You have no new stars. We don't care about Roman and Rock. But when we talk about WrestleMania, let's talk about this. I'm not even going. Yo, this we uh, we might even have to stop saying WrestleMania. This might be the new WrestleMania. You see, they had the Will Ospreay vignette too, right? They're putting the seeds. They're planting the seeds for Will Ospreay to come back. Will Ospreay come back? What he's gonna do in All In will be epic. It doesn't even matter who we go against. We will have the same feeling that we got SummerSlam 1992 when British Bulldog beat Bret Hart. What Kyle Fletcher will do at All In will be epic. Tommaso Ciampa, I keep botching his name. Now we got Tekla, Chris Statlander. You forgetting Mercedes Moné? Where's Willow Nightingale gonna fall in the card? Megan Bayne. By this time, Megan Bayne is gonna be in the championship picture. Swerve Strickland. We're gonna have a healthy Kenny Omega at All In. Dog, we don't know how many times we're gonna get this. You know, Kenny Omega, he's battling. You know what I mean? He's doing good now, but his health isn't the best. He got that disease. I don't know how to pronounce it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. How many times we gonna get a healthy Kenny Omega at All In on a stage this big? Come on, bro. This is going to be epic, dog. The storylines that's gonna be told. We got the Young Bucks back on their super kick party. Dog, what? Come on, dog. This All In London is gonna be insane, dog. It's gonna be insane, man. Oh, Shintendo. Shintendo said AJ Styles. Now this is what I heard, Shintendo. This is what I've been hearing, man. This is what I heard. I don't know how true this is. Yeah, man. I'm just Googling to show y'all that I heard this. I'm not just pulling out of thin air. I'm hearing that AJ Styles reportedly turned down multiple AEW offers over the years. But not only over the years, I actually heard it was most recent. Um AJ Styles in All in London will be, I don't know what like it's just, look at this. Look how well AJ Styles go with All in London. But end your career, I don't know a more beautiful way to end your career, dog, than an All In. Even if that's not the last match or whatever, just that's his last big stage. I don't see AJ Styles riding off into the sunset without that last one. We think about it. Your last match was at Royal Rumble, the Bamboo Stick Arena. The arena where it's when you go there, it's a stadium full. It's AI generated. Triple GPT generated the Royal Rumble Stadium. He put the generator, the prop comes out to where that's how the AI's gotten so good, we don't even know what's real or not anymore. We literally seen on Royal Rumble an empty stadium, but then people are clicking a stadium full. I'm trying to make jokes about it. I can't even make no jokes about it. I don't know if the stadium's full or empty. AGI is here, y'all. We don't know what's real or fake now. That's where you're ending your joint at. That's where you're gonna end your career at. Nah. I would love for AJ Styles to go to AEW, but at this point, AJ Styles, with all due respect, AEW don't need you, bro. Let's be real. You glazed WWE for so long. It's almost to the point like AJ Styles, just stay over there now, bro. Just come up with a reason why you gotta come back to have one more match with Gunther. You turned down multiple AEW. Tony Khan tried to cut you the check. Tony Khan seen you over there eating McChickens, Baconators, eating the crispy chicken from Popeyes. He offered you the filet and lobster. He offered you the lamb chops, the mashed potatoes with asparagus. You turned it down. So AJ Styles, you're not needed in AEW All In. Sure, it'd be great to have you, but honestly, we don't care, dog. Seriously, bro. At this point, I'm putting Roderick Strong over AJ Styles, dog. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of being nice to these WWE people, the superstars, and even though I never was nice to the you know what I mean, the corporate people. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm just sick of it, dog. AEW, this is the beginning of the year. There is no way why a random episode of Dynamite is better than one of your 4 biggest shows being Royal Rumble. It's no way. It's actually a spit in the face every time we turn in a crackdown, bro. I know we got, let me see. I feel like I'm missing something with AEW, dog. Hold on. We got Mina Jericho. We got that. We got. Dog, it was so much that happened with AEW. It felt, if I might have went through everything, but it felt like I'm missing something. Yeah, dog. Yeah, man. AEW cooked tonight, bro. I don't even wanna. Yo, I miss the days where we were. It was shows like this. We watch wrestling shows, and it's like it ended fast. We felt like, damn, it's over already. Yeah, I basically hit everything on AEW. This one of the best AEW cards, dog. It's one of the best joints, man. Decatur Kai show up at the GS. Yo, David. Yo, shout out to David, bro. Davis 3787. You see Tekla won, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. David been in my comments since the beginning of me, since as far as I can remember. David been in my comments before I even used to cover AEW, keep telling me cover AEW, keep telling me Collision. He's skipping the WWE content, going right to AEW. I know David is proud, man. Felicia said AJ Styles turned down a steak, and man, nah, Felicia, he did, man. AJ Styles, he got the 4 for 4, man, at Wendy's, man. At least AEW was not a Nitro night. Facts. Shout out to David. Yeah, facts. Steak and Chris Fries. Yeah, man, David, yo, that boy, he don't care, dog. When Collision was hard to watch, he don't care, dog. He like, nah, this is fire. Uh, do y'all see? Look at me just scrolling through this WWE stuff. It's sad. I don't even know where to look at this, bro. Let's start here. Johnny Gargano is going to be leaving AEW. I mean, he's going to be leaving WWE. I think this is pretty obvious. The thing about it is, it's like, bro, Johnny Gargano. Yo, let me know, AEW people, if y'all feel me. Yo, Raven, what's up, bro? Let me know if y'all feel me on this. With a lot of these people, dog, that's going to try to jump ship to AEW, I'm sorry, it's going to be too late. We're seeing it right now. He just cooked a 9.5, 10 out of 10 show. 9 out of 10 show. With no MJF, no Will Ospreay. Dog, AEW, a lot of these guys, just like AJ Styles, is going to be too late. Johnny Gargano, we don't want you to jump over to AEW and start trying to be tag team with Tommaso Ciampa. We don't want that crap. We seen it in WWE. It was cute. We want to see the Psycho Killer turn into the Psycho Killer after losing the TNT title. Johnny Gargano, you might be on Collision, or maybe you gotta start. Some of y'all gonna have to start going to Ring of Honor, start trying to cook on Ring of Honor. Y'all gonna have to start trying to turn Ring of Honor up. The AEW card has always been stacked, but now it's going to another level. Cause nobody's about to take Tekla off for Johnny Gargano. It's not happening. Nobody's about to take Tekla off or Chris Statlander off for you know what I mean? It's just like, dog, y'all waited too late. And a lot of these stars are gonna learn. You waited too late. AEW Ben was sending them contracts out. Y'all wasn't signing them, so cool. You probably can't be on Dynamite. Dynamite might be one of the hottest shows. The way they're cooking right now, I guarantee they're gonna sit comfortably over 1 million in 30 to 60 days. All this has to do is be consistent. All it has to do is give me Revolution, and what's after Revolution, and we got Grand Slam. He's doing shows like Grand Slam for free. It's going to be too late for a lot of stars that's going to want to jump ship. You're going to want to jump ship like Titanic. Remember on, yo, man. Hold on. This is what's happening in the WWE. A lot of the wrestlers are going to want to jump ship while the ship is sinking. You're going to want Tony Khan to get you a life jacket so you don't hit that cold water. No, you're going to have to freeze like Jack. You're going to have to freeze. I love you. You're going to have to freeze in the ocean like Jack holding on to a door. You should have picked up the call when Tony Khan called you and tried to get you on ship, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So yeah, dog, a lot of these wrestlers are going to find themselves, and it's not the worst thing ever. Turn Ring of Honor up. Turn Collision up. Collision just got a little bit over 300,000. Sometimes they get 3, sometimes they get 5. Collision could use a lot of work. Turn that up. You're not getting on Dynamite. You're not getting on one of these. Dog, the show is going to be too hot. Enjoy the ocean. Enjoy freezing weather. That's what happens when you don't listen. And some of you is not going to have a life jacket. Belly going to AEW. Belly's another one. Belly, you think you're going to go to AEW? Now we're just not. You think you're about to go over Sky Blue? You think you're about to go? You're definitely not going over Tekla. You think we're about to put you over even Harley Cameron? Dog, it's not happening. Belly. No. Collision. Ring Honor. We don't want to see Sasha Banks and Belly. We don't care. The CEO just went on a tour of winning all the championships over the world. Why would she even be in the same ring with you at this point? It's too late. Stay stay over there and have another match with Lyra Valkyria. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sick of hearing these stories where they turned down the contracts and it's like now you want to get saved. Come on, bro. Somebody said somebody said $3,000 for 5 filler matches. Damn, man. I don't see how. Hopefully, I'm not missing super chats. Think AEW would do. I said that. $5 for Jay Swiss. Good looking. WWE takes away the LOE. AEW renews it. Hold on. Let me see. WWE takes away the LOE. I think he said WWE takes away the E, like they take away the entertainment, and AEW, yeah, man, actually, yeah, man, uses the E for elite, but they renew it. Let me know if that's what you mean. Who said that super chat? Jay Swiss. Let me know if that's what you mean. Felicia said if you want to change something or better for yourself, you have to take the first step. Yeah, that's a fact. Facts, man. Coach Sosa, please stay over there. Johnny Job Gano, AWT and that. No, that's a fact, bro. The cards are gonna get too stacked for a lot of these guys that want to jump ship. But yeah, man, we'll see. Oh yeah, I'll take everything that I want. So our man Powerhouse Hobbs got called into the office, man. Yo, I promise you, bro. I better see bro on Crackdown, man. Cause if bro got, just imagine you get called to the office. You get to the office, they got your Titantron up just to send you your resignation papers or give you some booking. We got some good things for you, Royce Keys, man. We got you in a match with out of Fraxium. Crackdown. Royce Keys versus Fraxium. Man. or they're saying he got actually called in for yo, I swear they're trolling Royce Keys, dog. Hold on. They actually said bro got called in to do a What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon. Look at this, y'all. Like, dog, WWE is trolling Royce Keys. At what point, you got the whole controversy of Royce Keys being 35. Then some people say he's 41. Some people say he's 51, 61. Then you put him on Stephanie McMahon's show, What's Your Story? Like, somebody is obviously trolling the guy. What's your story? The first question is, what's your story? Did you bring your birth certificate in? We're trying to figure out how old you. Yo, how they got bro on What's Your Story? Like, you could have put him on. Think about it. Wouldn't it make more sense to put bro on Cody podcast? Oh, the American Nightmare, they have a rapport. You don't know Stephanie McMahon from a can of paint. They're trolling this dude by saying, what's your story? Dog, this is... Just like, they got him at entry 14 because he's really 41. Now, before we get you a Raw and Crackdown, I would almost rather 100,000 vignettes like they're doing with Obafemi than you being a controversy about your age. And the next time we see you after the Royal Rumble is on Stephanie McMahon podcast. What's your story? One thing about WWE, they know how to troll low key. It's like it's the coach of Vince McMahon. It's just always ribbing, always telling jokes. It's like they're in the back cracking up of having Royce Keys on What's Your Story? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, CJ said something funny, though. He said Royce Keys left his keys at home. Yo, he said something. This is wild, dog. Voice will really be buried or see. Yo, that was hard. will really be buried under 6 feet. Yo, nah, I gotta take that. Yo, damn, I'm gonna give you credit if I use that in my video. Yo, that was hard, bro. That was hard. Voice will really be. Yo, that was hard. If I use that, I'm gonna give you credit, bro. That was hard. Oh my, I might gotta use that in my video tomorrow. Yo, voice will really be buried under 6 feet. That was crazy, dog. Oh nah, that was crazy. That was crazy, yo. Oh, yo, I'm telling you right now, before Royce Keys becomes a laughing stock, and I don't want to hear anybody say that, well, you keep, dog, stop trolling Royce Keys. No, it's not me. It's not the people. We're just taking what we see. You put Royce Keys, he had the trash music theme, and I'm trying to like it, bro, but I take everything. Okay, bro. Then y'all got then y'all don't display him on Raw and SmackDown, so you can't help but to think that he got left in Saudi Arabia. So they start calling him Royce overseas. Then Triple H, he takes the picture with Royce Keys, he doesn't post it. So we're calling him Royce Freeze because he got the cold shoulder. Now we're calling him Royce G's because they're saying he's a grandpop. He's 41, and even though 41 isn't, anybody that's saying 41 isn't that old, trust me, I'm like a few years from being 41. I'm not 40 yet, but I'm a few years away from 41. Trust me, it's only us that's saying 41 isn't that old. If you're in your 20s or you're 25, 41 sounds like 71. You can't even think 41 and 71 sounds the same. It's only the old farts like myself. I'm an old fart, so I'm speaking for us. Trust me. It's only us that's thinking 41 isn't old. Trust me. 41, I'm almost 41. Trust me, the things that you happen when you're close to 41, a lack of sleep starts affecting you different. I went to the gym. I didn't even have a bad workout, dog. Like, what I did at the gym? I did biceps. I did triceps. I did a chest incline. I did a few shoulder joints, shoulder flies, and I did some back rolls. You know what I mean? I didn't go too crazy on the back rolls. I woke up, my whole back was, I couldn't get out the bed. I did a whole upper body. I did basically biceps and triceps, and my whole back is hurting. These are the things that's going on at 40, around 40. I'm gonna tell you another thing, right? You start getting down with the old lady at night. He used to be going 2, 3, 4 rounds. Now you can barely get around it. Trust me. I don't know if you might gotta hit the gas station, get you some honey pack, get you some Blue Chew, whatever. You gotta start thinking of these options because you start getting older. It's not working like that, man. These are the things that start happening when you get to approaching your 40s. Now, trust me, 41 is when you're in WWE, 41 does sound like 21, right? Because that's when they start putting the titles on the guys. That's when they start looking at you as a champion. 40, he's in his prime. Now 41 is, you know what I mean? You're up there, buddy. You up there, especially when you got somebody like Javon Evans with the spot of the night on Monday Night Raw, that cutter. You see, Javon Evans is flying. That's what a 21-year-old. Y'all dudes, that's 20 and 25. Dog, these dudes, if I caught my girl cheating with a 20-something-year-old, I can't even get mad at her. How can I get mad? The dude, I can't even, I'm barely getting around it. Bro, going 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds. I can't keep up with these young guys. Young guy talk tough to me in the store. I can't even, I'm not even about to try to get in an altercation with it. You got too much testosterone. You got too much stamina. Yeah, if I go upstairs right now to get a drink of water and come back down, I'm out of breath. And I work out. And I do a little bit of cardio. I'm still out of breath. It's called father time. Royce Keys, man. He needs to be... He better, yo, if I'm WWE, I'm booking Royce Keys to destroy somebody on Friday, dog. On Crackdown, I'm booking Royce Keys to cause nothing but havoc. Yo, Derek said, now we got Royce Sneeze. Yo, Derek is on the roll, bro. This dude said achoo. Now we got Royce Sneeze. Yo, what the hell? The Felicia said you either want to be a top guy or near Tozawa. That's a fact. Lone Wolf said Bobby is 38. Yeah. Facts. Bobby still got it. Bruce said Bobby. Why you telling all the? You know how it is, Bruce. Please let him enjoy Johnny's save face. Do you remember triple fumble calling Javon Evans, Javon? Damn, for real. Oh man, that's crazy. Darius said I need to see a specialist. Oh man, my man Des Morris with the $5. Des said, "Dang, I'm 41." My man Des up there with voice keys. I ain't too far off. Now I feel old, dog, but you right. That sleep be hitting different in your 40s. Be sleeping like Levesque. Yo, Des. I don't get much sleep, right? Yo, when I get like 6 to 8 hours of sleep, dog, I'll wake up. That's where my best jokes or my best days come. If I could get 6 to 8 hours, which is extremely rare, I'm more of like it's kind of bad. I'm more like a 3 to 4 hours. I gotta work on my sleep. But if I get 6 to 8 hours in your 40s of sleep, dog, I wake up. You're damn near a new man. You got yo, Des. Am I lying? 6 to 8 hours of sleep. You got a new outlook on life. You start eat. I'm listening to different things. I'm cutting off fights online, dog. 6 to 8 hours of sleep at this stage of the game. My God, bro. It's crazy. Now, for a lot of us, unfortunately, it's hard because you got to balance. If you got a family, if you want to work out, if you want to have a diet, if you got a job, a lot of us gotta work and stuff. It's extremely hard to get 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, I mean, if you taking care of kids and all the stuff, the life stuff goes on. Yeah, I mean, then you got to throw, unfortunately, doom scrolling in there. Even though a lot of us try to not doom scroll, it's like crack. Yeah, it makes it extremely hard. But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying, man. Yeah, man, it's like it's a different stage of the game. Nah, facts, Dad. Nappy head better call TK and better rip up. Yo, Raven is wildin'. Raven said Nappy head better call TK. Take that soy latte, bro. Soy latte. That actually sound good. Soy latte? I'm gonna write this down. Soy latte. That sounds like something. Hold on. Soy. Soy latte. I'll be drinking iced coffee, but I don't be wanting to be too much on the caffeine. Cause that makes it way harder for me to sleep. So I'll be trying to push as much as I can. And if I do drink caffeine, I'll drink some. Yeah, man. Try to get some iced coffee or something. Jay Swiss with the $5. I meant to say WWE takes the love away every Monday and Friday. AEW renews that love again every Wednesday and Saturday. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I didn't start covering AEW, dog, people would be looking at me like I'm trolling online. All I do is make up jokes and stuff about WWE when that's the furthest from the truth. That's why I keep saying I'm a WWE guy. When WWE does something that's actually good, I'm going to pop. I'm going over it. You know what I mean? Because that's the company my whole life. All I know is WWE. So I want That's the thing about me. I want WWE to do good. I feel like I be biased sometimes. If I really wanted to go in every week on WWE, the video will be about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. If I really don't miss any of the complaints, almost an hour. I be like literally, like my man OZ always tell me. Somebody said power nap Hobbs. Yo, he better do something this week because the jokes is gonna be. Yo, who said that? Oh, red, dark is on the dark side, man. Bro said power nap Hobbs. That's crazy. But yeah, I be wanting WWE to win, believe it or not, dog. That's why the passion come there, cause it's like, my God, dog, we're just gonna keep on like just not trying. That's the biggest thing with WWE. They're just not trying. Yo, OTC, this is a report. Raw averaged 3.1 million views, ranked number 6. The same. Yo, listen to me, y'all. this well would run dry. This is probably one of the reasons, not one of the reasons, but trust me, this is why you put the title on people like Tekla. This is why you don't overbook somebody like Chris Statlander. This is why. Because you get into a situation where Roman Reigns is your only draw. CM Punk, he's fire. CM Punk is actually be pissing me off, to be honest. But Punk is Punk. Punk is legendary. Punk is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Punk is he's been dealing with creative, not dealing with creative. He's actually been kissing Triple H. You know what I mean? But it's like, y'all know what I'm trying to say, dog. I'm trying to put Punk over, but at the same time, express my frustration with the guy. You know what I mean? But Punk is Punk. You can't take that away. Roman is the draw. Roman doesn't show up every week. Roman is the draw. Roman doesn't show up every week because he has, you know what I mean? He can't take the rigorous schedule of a WWE. But if he could, I'm pretty sure he would. The dude's a workhorse. But this is what happens when you only have one star. Triple H has failed to create any new stars. So when Roman comes up, of course, you got 3.1. 3.1 should be your average. I guarantee when the numbers come out for what happened to this past Monday on Raw, I want to see. Or maybe I want to see. No, I think it's this Monday, because if it's a little bit higher this past Monday, that's just the fallout from people who seen Roman and maybe they thought, you only got to watch 2 minutes for them to count that as a view. I repeat that, you only have to watch 2 minutes on Netflix for them to count that as a view. 2 minutes of a 3-hour show. You might have a little bit of fallout of people who was tuning in to see if Roman's gonna be back after next week. I guarantee this is the week that's coming up when Roman doesn't show up again, and we get another snooze fest of a show. That's when we see the Raw at least low at the top 10 or not even make the top 10, guaranteed. Jay drunk and Punk is washed up. Yo, that's hilarious. Jay Swiss with the 5 said, AEW equals make you want to say I do. WWE equals I want a divorce. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. Zebra. Yo. Yo, can anybody explain to me what does Zebros even mean? Because that was funny. Hold on. What does Zebros? Yo, good looking Kobe. He said Z-Bros. Now that was funny. Z-Bros. Z-Bros can refer to a few different things. Z-Bros WWE, a term used in the voiceover. What? It may also be used simply as a plural for brothers. Short for brothers, or sometimes be described as members of the Generation Z who embrace the bro culture. God, I'm so embarrassed that I'm part of the bro culture because I can't stop using bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Somebody call me Z bro. I'm gonna be annoyed. Z bros, like, can you think of a more cringe term than Z-Bros? to even say that on television, Z-Bros is... That's why that promo was kind of fire now I look back at it, man. Roman buried that because, Punk, you're a grown man. You're not a part of the Z-Bros. When was Punk... Why is he even saying Z-Bros? When was... We was seeing Punk born. 1978... what is that? What generation is 1978? That's Generation X. So maybe you should have went X Bros. Z Bros. You're not Generation Z. This dude is. I don't even get what he meant by Z Bros, bro. IXR Seth did Monday or Friday. Seth did show up with Becky. I don't watch on Netflix. No, that's hilarious. What Gregory say? Who owns a zebra? Oh, Yeet Bros. Yeah, Yeet Bros is funny. It's from Zootopia too. Punk and Roman voiced Zebra Bro. Oh, Yo, what's up, Sarah? Damn, Sarah got that Sarah Google, aka Google. Okay, so that's what it. All right, now Sarah, that actually makes sense. It's from Zootopia and Pumpkin and okay, Zebros. All right, that makes sense. I ain't gonna lie, that actually makes sense. CM yeah, millennials, yeet, bro. Yeah, that's a fact. All right, now we got what else we got? This is disgusting, bro. I don't even feel like talking about this to be honest, but yeah, I mean, I got. It's just like, is anyone in AEW is booked this bad? Listen to this. Between September 2023 until literally 2026, number one contender for the world title, Finn Balor, has only won 2 single matches via pinfall. He hasn't won a match in any capacity since September 1st. Why are we doing CM Punk versus Finn Balor? It makes zero. It's like, in what world does he deserve a title shot? And this is the difference when you're watching AEW. I can't think of anyone, male or female. Literally, Tony Schiavone is being booked better than Finn Balor. Taz, Excalibur, is being booked better than Finn Balor. This is sad, and it's a mockery of professional wrestling. Certain stats like this is like, you can't think of any from 2023 to right now. You literally only thought of Finn Balor losing, but then we're supposed to turn around and think that you're not purposely burying talent. Think about it. How do you go somewhere and you doing the same exact thing? This is not like you work somewhere. It's, I used to work at Wendy's, right? If you at Wendy's and you got the burgers, it's kind of repeat. Like, all right, you flip the burgers. Then you got to make some burgers. Maybe some get cheese, some get lettuce, but you're not going to have to grab a ribeye and throw it on there. You know what I mean? You're not going to have to do any type of crazy. This is WWE. This is storyline. You're supposed to be creative. You're supposed to be entertaining. The last thing you want to do is be redundant. I don't understand how you look, and you look up, it's 3 years. Out of 36 months, you couldn't think of anything else but this guy to be in a Judgment House playpen or clubhouse or whatever he's at, and to lose almost every single match he's in. WWE having horrible storylines is not the problem, because they got production, they got lighting, they could actually have horrible storylines, and you know what I mean? I think they'll still probably do pretty well, to be honest. The problem is the lack of effort. That is the problem. That is what enrages me every time y'all hear me rant, when I go crash out, when I spaz. It's the lack of effort. It's not boring storylines. I'll take Gunther and him tapping out John Cena. You know what I mean? Or whatever. That was your storyline. That's what you went with. He smiled when he tapped out. I'm mad, but I'm like, you know what I mean? No, I can't. That's a bad example, dog. I'm sorry. That's a bad example. That's a lack of effort, dog. That's literally you not reading the room, dog. That's a bad example. Another example. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Let's just have them kiss and hug each other for the whole year. The lack of effort. That's the problem I hate with WWE. There is no reason why you should be doing this to anybody. This is. I don't see how Finn Balor is dealing with this, dog. Finn Balor, look at Finn. That's crazy. See a fumble. Ricochet was right. Yeah, Ricochet was right. Paul Wall Balor. Finn and Chuck E. Cheese ball playpen. Felicia says, send Finn to the bottom and have him work his way up. Have him in some matches. Put him in some storyline where he work for the title. Have him back. Attack Dom and end the Judgment Day. Yo, Felicia, Finn Balor with the IC title will mean. I think it'll be so much better, dog. So much better than the IC title not doing nothing. Finn Balor actually has enough talent to bring some prestige. You would think it's not even a language, but he could cut promos. He could tell a story. Nothing. This is crazy, dog. I said this, bro. I knew they was gonna do this. This is not an official poster, but I said it. It's like, dog, the predictability. Becky Lynch is gonna somehow retain the title at Elimination Lamer. After Elimination Lamer, we're going into WrestleMania. Then CM Punk gets a WrestleMania moment. AJ Lee gets a WrestleMania moment. Finn Balor gets a WrestleMania moment. Just have Mr. Iguana gets a WrestleMania moment. You get a WrestleMania moment. You get a WrestleMania moment. It means nothing anymore. You mean to tell me this woman leaves for over a decade? Then when she's in matches, it's always these horrible spots. Horrible promos. She turns around. She gets a title match with Becky Lynch. Finn Balor jobs for 36 months. Turns around, gets a match with CM Punk. He gets 2 matches with CM Punk for the title. I don't even know what to say, bro. Becky Lynch probably cut one of the most cringe. Yo, we didn't even talk about this before, but I put it in my video. Let me see if I can find it, dog. Hold on, where's that John at, dog? This was like, oh damn, I don't know if I can find it, man. Yeah, I was trying to find that, dog, that Becky Lynch promo. It was just like, oh my God, dog. She was laughing. It was like the most cringe laugh. Y'all saw my video. It was the most cringe laugh of all time, man. Oh, speaking of this, look at this, yo. This is they said this is the Triple H hate list. Buried, 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 buried. We'll give a pass for Randy Orton because that's Randy. Randy ain't going for that. And I think Triple H respects Randy enough. But all these other guys, we got to give Drew a pass too. I give Drew a pass. I give Randy Orton a pass. Drew, he found, I don't know who, but somebody in creative, somebody in WWE found a way to get Drew over and not get him out of jobber land. Randy Orton that's Randy Orton. But man, John Cena, he fell for the trap. Lyra Valkyria is in the trap. And these 4 is just, I mean, AJ Styles out the trap. He's sent to heaven. He's sent to heaven. He's just here temporarily. And jobber, dog. This is crazy, man. Derek said it ain't Monday Night Raw, it's Monday Night Blah. Bobby is way off. X Bros. CFO boy. Bobby said something else. Ricochet was right. Finn Balor was great in the Bullet Club. Yo. Finn Balor was great in the Bullet Club. Finn Balor was great as the Demon Finn Balor. Finn Balor was great in NXT. It's like, dog, you can't think of anything else, man. Eric said we want Vince. Barry everyone, Raven. Kiana James can move like a MF. Yo, Kiana James is underrated. I liked Kiana James when she did in that triple threat match. Speaking of that triple threat match, man, this a bad joint, Chelsea Green. Let me see if Chelsea Green with the broken ankle. And yo, shout out to what's the name, man? Now I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Shout out to Steven Richards, man. Hold on. Steven Rich. Shout out to Steven Richards because he actually covered this Chelsea Green. Y'all can see I was watching this, Joel. If y'all get a chance, definitely watch this.
So let's
Watch this whenever y'all get a chance on YouTube. Steven Richards, shout out Steven Richards, incredible. Yo, this is one of my favorite type of videos to watch. Just to hear a wrestler just how he breaks down some of these. He breaks down botches, spots, but my favorite is when he breaks down these injuries and why people got injured and how they got injured. And he explains basically how Chelsea Green, she, you know what I mean, when she flew off the rope or whatever.
His back was over.
When she flew off the rope or whatever, she was supposed to have her back a certain way. She was supposed to have her back lined up with the mat, but instead her feet was a little bit too low, so she winds up running into Lash Legend, cracking her ankle. But opposed to just watch that if y'all get a chance or whatever. But opposed to that, man, it's incredible. We gotta shout out Chelsea Green because she still finished the match with a broken ankle. And Michael Hayes says this woman isn't a star. This woman is never gonna be a Tiffany Stratton or whatever. Dog, I'll put Chelsea Green over. She's like literally the only person in the women's division that's been carrying Crackdown. Literally, Lash Legend came back. Lash Legend is fire, but Nia Jax is cool too, but man, the women's division is struggling in Crackdown. And the past few months, it's been only Chelsea Green been given some of the worst creative and figures out a way to put it over. Not only that, she doesn't just disappears after the show. She goes online. She still pushes her gimmick. Chelsea Green is should be a champion if you ask me. Still, she broke her ankle, still pushing her gimmick. This is what WWE people should be doing right now, man. Yeah, she did a coast to coast. And that's another thing, too. This is a move she don't really even be doing like that. She don't be doing a coast to coast. When have you seen Chelsea Green even attempt? But what's the name? Richards, he bring that up, too. When do you see Chelsea Green ever attempt to do a coast to coast? It's just not her. We never seen her do this. You know where this come from? And Steven Richardson said it, and I feel him, and it kind of had me think about that. This comes from, damn, they don't think I'm that backstage. They don't think I can do this, and that. Maybe I need to go to another level. So now sometimes you got wrestlers thinking that, you know what I mean? That they need to overcompensate sometimes. And that's to be further from the truth. She's doing more than enough to deserve at least deserve a title. I love Jade Cargill, but she has yet to defend the title. This is a thing in WWE where you have a title and it just does nothing to collect dust. Chelsea Green, she tried to show people she got some moves, and and look at this sign right here. Chelsea for world champ. Look. People in the crowd. You can't even bring signs no more. He found a way to get a sign in Chelsea for world champ. You have to be an idiot to see everything Chelsea Green's doing and say she's not a star. Yo, Felicia said she's doing better than Matt Cardona. That's a fact. That's a fact. Young KK, Chelsea goes to AEW. I guarantee we get Tony Storm 2.0. Did y'all hear that? Shout out to Young KK. He said Chelsea Green goes to AEW. I guarantee we get Tony Storm 2.0. We get Mercedes Moné 2.0. I give Chelsea Green 90 days to make it happen. And Chelsea Green isn't somebody where she went to AEW. She doesn't have to wait for Tony Khan or Bryan Danielson or whoever's a part of creative to give her a whole script of 90 days. You give Chelsea Green, she's going to come with her own script, Tony Khan and whoever else to collaborate in 90 days. We'll probably get one of the best women runs we'll ever seen, dog. And it's not about winning. It's not always about winning. It's about the story that's being told. So shout out to Chelsea Green, man. She did say something on this interview, though, I wanted to show y'all. Yo, look at this real quick. Oh, hold on. This is a must watch for every. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So look at this. What she said on this interview. I want to know what y'all think.
There's this weird culture surrounding wins and losses right now that I don't think really existed. Like, it's always existed maybe behind the scenes, but it's very strange. Fans are really hyper focused on, like, if you lose, you're a jobber. If you lose, you're being buried. And if you win, you're X, Y, and Z. Like, that's not true. Two people are in a match or more. One person has to lose. Only one person can win and one person can lose. Like, hello, people. It is facts. Like, facts. Just because someone is losing does not mean they're being buried, does not mean does not mean they're a jobber, does not mean, all the silly things that we say. It's like, it's entertainment. It is entertainment. Just because LeBron's team, sometimes loses, it does not make him a big loser. He's still the best. There's this.
Now, this is the thing. Let me know what y'all think about that. Yo, honestly, Chelsea Green is she's when she says this, right? She's a part of the small percentage of people that this actually applies to. When you're talking about Chelsea Green, she's a part of a small percentage of people. Now, we're not talking about in AEW, because AEW, I could see people lose. You could see people like a Brody King. He could lose when he's to the big one, or Bandito. He could lose a lot of the big ones, but they're still booked very, very strong and they look good. We're talking about WWE. Chelsea Green is a part of a small percentage. When she talks about that, she's talking about probably herself. But you can't speak of a name like Finn Balor, right? And I just showed y'all the metrics of him having 2 wins in 3 years and not call him a jobber. No. And it's not just about losing. It's the storylines. He's booked as somebody that's in a clubhouse as a grown-ass man in his 40s playing 2K. And he's losing them games. That's what we're talking about. She says LeBron and Finn Balor should never be in the same sentence. All right, let's put Finn Balor to the side. The Miz haven't won, and I think he got his 24th anniversary of not winning. 24 months in a row. He hasn't won a match. Is The Miz a jobber? I beg to differ, because The Miz is The Miz. First ballot Hall of Famer, WrestleMania moment. If I'm not mistaken, he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. But 2026 Miz, he's being booked as a jobber. Otis and Tozawa, jobbers. So yeah, it's not just about wins and losses. It's about how you're being booked. If you have no storyline, you got no reason why you're losing. You got no type of sense of direction and creatively. That's what we call jobbers. Chelsea Green, when she says, yo, you don't have to be, she's a part of the small percentage that actually gets booked as a jobber, but still over. Her, even though LA Knight is a jobber, LA Knight, they didn't stop until he got sent to heaven. So I would say LA Knight too, but no, LA Knight is the epitome of a job, because when you get buried, then sent to heaven, brung back down, buried, cremated, then they somehow bring you back to life. They take your ashes, right? Then they somehow put you back in bodily form just to bury you. Remember when Triple H was talking to him on Real? You're supposed to get the title in. You're supposed to do this, do that, bury you. Now it's going in there. Then you sit up, then get buried again. Then buried again. Then buried again. They just they're doing something that hasn't been heard. I never met a guy like LA Knight. You had a funeral, you got buried, you got cremated, you got put in ashes, you got sent out in the ocean. There's 1,000 ways to die, right? LA Knight literally is about at 992 of them. 1,000 ways to die. We only could see about 8 more ways LA Knight could be buried until he reached 1,000. If you ask me, he'll be in the Guinness Book of World Records. As soon as he passed 1,000 ways to die, he had 1,001. Guinness Book of World Records. So you can be booked as a jobber when you're in horrible storylines. Storylines that don't make sense. LA Job at Night. Raquel should smash Liv. Facts. Vince would have been have her betrayed Liv. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And then also to keep going, we got man. Hold on, what did this say? Over for me. Start a feud with Gunther gets added to the chamber match. Who cares about any of this? Back we used to see Brock Lesnar be excited, bro. If it's like, let me pull this up, man. Oh no, it's not in here. These are the only two ways they could go, man. I think they're gonna go with Gunther just because what else is probably a bigger match for everybody. They're gonna want to overbook Gunther, put him over. And this is why WWE, this will be the downfall of WWE. Because what you should be doing is making Brock Lesnar an Obafemi. Obafemi is still in a vignette vortex. They're calling him a free agent. You have to build stars simultaneously. Stop giving Gunther all of the looks, all of the plates. He gets to retire Goldberg, AJ Styles, and John Cena, and get a match with Brock Lesnar, and probably retire him. Not at WrestleMania, but somewhere down the line. If he's going to retire Brock Lesnar down the line, give Obafemi the WrestleMania spot with Gunther. It doesn't, with Brock Lesnar. This is why WWE is, when they don't know how to, this sign me up for this. Sign me up. Now, I don't know how good the match is going to be. It's probably going to be kind of trash, to be honest. After what I just saw with Tekla, Chris Statlander, and Tommaso, and whoever, what was that other Tommaso, my man. I'm forgetting my man Kyle Fletcher's name. Tommaso and Fletcher. It ain't going to be that. But still, they could still pull off a great match when it comes to ring psychology. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't see it. Brock Lesnar probably is going to do 100,000 superplexes, then probably go over on Obafemi. But still, I don't know. At least we get a good few screenshots out the match. But give me that, man. Gunther and Brock, that's still cool, but it's just like, dog, this is the reason why y'all are overdoing it. Brock is washed. He's just there for the bag. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah, man. When the last time we got a dope match from Brock Lesnar, dog? Like, when was Brock Lesnar's last few single matches, man? Damn, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Brock Lesnar last few single matches. Yo, Brock Lesnar might be done, dog. Look at this. His last few single matches, it was Royal Rumble. Then he had War Games. His single match, he beat John Cena, but that wasn't even a match. That was just 100,000 suplexes. Cody Rhodes defeat Brock Lesnar. I think that was his last. They went 17 minutes. That was a match. Brock Lesnar defeat Cody Rhodes. I think that was like kind of a squash match. That was a cool match. Brock Lesnar defeat Omos, an under 5-minute match. Bobby Lashley defeat Brock Lesnar under 5 minutes. Dog, this dude, hold on. Dog, 2022 was the last time Brock Lesnar went over 10 minutes. Outside of this match. Outside of Cody Rhodes defeating Brock Lesnar, 2022 was the last time he went over 10 minutes. This dude doesn't have long matches. So yeah, it's just like bro said, whoever said that, Brock Lesnar might be a little bit washed, man. You know what I mean? He's not having no crazy banger matches, and over the last few years, dog, he Yeah, man. I don't even care, bro. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm so over WrestleMania, and we're still so far away. But oh yeah, speaking of WrestleMania, before I get out of here, hold on. I know y'all probably already seen this, but yeah, man, we gotta. Yo, I don't know about y'all, but believe it or not, I'll be interested. I'll be interested in this. Don't sleep on. Remember Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest at Backlash. Logan Paul, you like Logan Paul or not? Dog, do you know how sad it is where WWE has such a lack of wrestlers? Bad Bunny and Logan Paul. Imagine if they stole the show at WrestleMania. This is how bad the people that are running WWE has gotten. We're talking about Logan Paul and Bad Bunny at WrestleMania, and they could potentially steal the show. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. This bro can wrestle. Bad Bunny can wrestle. If you don't think he can, watch Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny. We all know Logan Paul can wrestle. This is how bad WWE has gotten. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul. And you got a locker room full of wrestlers, but you haven't booked them correctly. So now when they get in the ring, or it's WWE has become so softball, you can't even really see their talent shine on the main stage. Yeah, Nike fan. Yeah, I know a lot of AEW people go because when you watch an AEW, it's like we looking at the top of the top wrestle. But at the same time, it just sounds crazy. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul, but both of these dudes can wrestle. Bad Bunny stake up the Super Bowl, now WrestleMania. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy, but this is the world we live in WWE in 2026. And I got to call a spade a spade. I hate how this looks on a flyer and all. But I think they could tell a story, and I think, honestly, the $3 billion in debt TKO's in, I think this match will cost too much. They already got Logan under contract, but Bad Bunny, him coming off the Super Bowl, man. Yeah, Nike fan in the building. I want Asho Speed. Yeah, speaking of that, WWE, they're leaning on this. Yo, look at this. We got Bad Bunny they're talking about. Now Asho Speed.
They're talking about you and I'm sitting there watching Unreal, and they're talking about you and WWE at the Royal Rumble, just being thrown into the ring. And what I keep thinking about is your leg, man. You got out of the ring, and your leg looked beat up. How long did it take to get back to that? You ever getting back in the ring for one of those opportunities again after that injury?
Man, I don't know. I mean, we got WrestleMania coming up, so you maybe see me in there, you maybe not. I'm just not trying to get beat up, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I got beat up too much times. I can't. My body can't take that anymore. I can't.
Is there special training you go through to get ready to get beat up like that?
Is there special stream? I stream, man. That's my special training.
Shout out Asho Speed. This is my favorite streamer, man. Asho Speed, bro. He try to stay in. He at least he's not killing kayfabe. He could have easily just let the cat out the bag. Yeah, me and Randy been training, man. We got some things coming up. He's at least has enough sense to be like, all right, kayfabe. But yeah, man, let me not let the cat out the bag. Asho Speed's another one that I think they could be firing the ring. WWE is in dangerous waters. When you got Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, and Asho Speed, you got to count on these guys to sell the WrestleMania show. Because Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and the other wrestlers, LA Knight, who else? You could throw Finn Balor in there. The actual wrestlers you do got Javon Evans. He's stuck with a Grande Americano. What's the name? Oba Femi, Oba Vinny, Royce Keys. We're trying to figure out what's his name and his age. Trick Williams. They doing Trick Williams good so far. I'm gonna give him that. But WWE is skating on thin ice. Keep trying to depend on the Asho Speeds and stuff like that, dog. Oh yeah, this. Look at this. Dominic Mysterio could be fire, but zero. How do you go 70 days and don't defend a title when you're? He got hurt. He should have vacated the title. He at least has a excuse, just like he said. He was injured for about a month. Jade Cargill just didn't defend the title for whatever reason. WWE is trading. Yeah, man. This is the last thing I'll show y'all too. Look at the lack of effort. 2006, 2009, 2018, 2022. Look at the lack of effort. And they then look at this. Remember these stages? They're not, this is what I mean when I say, y'all, they're not even trying. You're not even trying to put on a show. Like literally, they just put 3 flat screen TVs. Then say, oh, all right, that's the entrance. Put Gorilla in the back. Put a bed in there for Paul Levesque to sleep in. And then we got back trash. Look at this backlash stage back then. Dog, these dudes are not even trying, dog. And this is a good depiction of creative, of the entertainment in WWE. How can he say he wants to be like Eddie when he doesn't defend his title? No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Well, I'm gonna bust up with the chat real quick before I get out of here. We got a packed Dynamite joint, man, for sure, bro. 4-match PLEs. Yeah, that's another thing. You not only don't put no effort in the event, then you're gonna throw 4 matches on the card. 4. Then charge $30 for it. It's like, what? But we used to get them for free. Then no storylines. It's just like, oh my God, dog. No soul. That's a fact, Rod. Nike Fair says, would you ever take a bump? What kind would you take? Regular back buck, table buck, off the Hell in a Cell bump. I wouldn't go off the cell, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I would go off the cell if I was able. I wouldn't do it randomly. I would have to practice the bump a little bit. If I was able to practice it and figure it out, I might roll a dice for that. You know what I mean? I will roll a dice for that. But yeah, the table bump, but yeah, I take regular bump all day. You know what I mean? I take all day. You know what I mean? All day. It's a little bit late in the stage of the game because there's a lot more wrestling schools out here than, you know what I mean, than it was back in the day. So I wouldn't really train to be a wrestler or anything like that, but I'll be a manager or something, and I definitely take bumps or whatever, and you know what I mean, go through the gauntlet. Damn shame. Prince said #1 contender, chicken tender McDonald's tender. That was actually fire, Prince. Yo, I might gotta give you some credit if I lose that. I gotta shout my man Prince with the bomb. He said #1 contender, chicken tender, McDonald's tender, KFC tender. Everything is tender. Yo, no, I gotta give you credit for you. That's kind of fire, dog. Gregory said Paul Levesque sleeping in Gorilla. Chelsea Gray once did Canadian Destroyer. Yeah. Vince McMahon had vision. Yeah. No pun intended, Felicia. Vince McMahon had vision. Cactus Jack Masu, man. Yeah. If I was younger, see, I was more of a daredevil when I was younger. When I was younger, yeah, I would have took any type of bump. I would have been for it. Yeah, man. But like I just told y'all, you start getting up near 40, after you pass 40, bro, I'm telling you, it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's just like you learn that day your body is, yeah, man. You ain't built to steal, man. Just trade for the day, record it, and put it on YouTube as content. It's crazy, Nike fan. You said that. I was definitely, you know what? I might have to. That's a good idea. Cause I had some of that did cross my mind one time. Cause I am cool with some of these. I be at some of these independent wrestling shows. I got a few friends that's independent wrestlers, but that was actually you got that. They crossed my mind at one time, but then I kind of forgot about it. But good looking for bringing that up again, because I think that would be kind of fire content. Bobby the Brain. Yeah, facts. Bobby Broxley was Brock Lesnar booking. DDP start at a later age. Damn, for real? That's fire. Bob, you always looking forward to Wednesday now. New generation. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Cause at least Wednesday, I'm so into the storyline and the development as far as AEW. Then then you can get nothing on Monday. So it's like kind of Wednesdays is my Mondays. You know what I mean? Wednesday is like, all right, we kick the week off. In my head, Monday is not the start of the week, it's Wednesday. Because I like to start the week off good. So it's like, all right, Wednesday started the week. All right, we started off the week good. Dynamite. Tuesday will be tomorrow. Then Wednesday will be crack. And then my Wednesday is Friday, which is Crackdown. And Crackdown is like, it's bad, but I like seeing Trick Williams. Yeah, man. Even though a lot of y'all disagree, I like Kit Wilson character. You know what I mean? I like his music. I feel like Crackdown is at least, yeah, man. It's not the same people booking Raw. Whoever's booking Raw, oh my God, they're not even trying. I don't know if they're trying to get out the Netflix deal. I don't know what they're doing, but Raw is bad, man. Let me see. Going to WWE show is like going to Friday nights at Levex. Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa looks like a master splitter. Samantha gonna be firing AEW. I agree. Yeah. I heard. Damn, I wish I actually bookmarked that. Cause I heard Ricochet talk about Samantha being a manager at AEW, and them two together. I think that'd be fire. So hopefully we see that. I heard Chelsea Green has some storyline ideas for a character and with the creative Triple H. Yeah, yo, Felicia, I don't understand. Triple H isn't creative. I hate to say this because I actually think Triple H is creative, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just doesn't care, because we seen him book NXT Black and Gold. So I don't know if bro don't care anymore, but at this point, he has not a creative bone in his body. So when someone like Chelsea Green comes to your table, you should listen to her. Why do you think See, we got to give Tony Khan credit with creative, because we gotta point the finger at somebody. Somebody has to get credit, somebody has to get blamed. But don't get it messed up. Tony Khan, he's cool at creative, but he's a great collaborator, and he even said it himself. He's great with working with people. He's great collaborating, which means when Tommaso Ciampa comes with his song and he comes with the Psycho Killer gimmick, he doesn't shoot it down. If he doesn't hear anything that he doesn't really disagree with, okay, go ahead and do that. Swerve Strickland, you want to switch your song? I might disagree with that, but cool. You think this is good? I'm not mad at this. Go do that. Tony Khan is a great collaborator, and that's what makes him a great booker and a great head of creative in his situation. WWE, for some reason, they turn down almost everybody's ideas. If they just let Karrion Kross cook even a little bit, dog, they would have had something to talk about on Raw. They turned his stuff down. Matt Cardona's another one. I'm pretty sure they're turning his ideas down. But Matt Cardona, he there with his wife, and yeah, I mean, he's on the biggest show. He at the Fed, so he probably don't care either way. He's still gonna do what he do online. But still, Matt Cardona's a guy that, dog, this dude is a master at creative. We don't even know that because we don't even get to see it on the biggest stage. But if you look at that documentary with him and Shotzi and how he was basically put most of the spots together, he told the story online, then in the ring, dog, Matt Cardona is a master. I don't understand how Triple H doesn't see Matt Cardona and have him in the back and not only have input on his storyline going on and his storyline progression, but a lot more people. It's like music. If anyone makes music in the chat, y'all know. In the hip hop culture, people want to write their own raps, write their own rhymes all day. You if you don't write your own rhymes, you're trash. I get that in hip hop. It's a golden rule. But in actual creating music, like the Taylor Swifts or the even the Bad Bunnies or maybe Justin Bieber's, Bruno Mars, these Post Malones, these larger than life characters, dog. It'd be a group of people. That's why when they win the Grammys, they come up as dog. It'd be a group of people that's creating. That's a part of the beat. That's a part of the instruments. That's a part of the ideas, pitching the ideas. Kanye West is a master at this, bringing together a group of people to create great music. It's a collaborative effort, man. It goes a long way. Ghostwriter Levesque. I'll watch AEW after we're done. Yeah, I'm about to wrap up. Jay-Z, Mary J. Facts. They're bringing in writers. They're bringing in ideas to help up. You know what I mean? Triple H is doing this out of spite. He getting old, fam. Eric said UFC is the only piece of TKO that makes money. UFC used to be on ESPN but left because they wanted. That's funny. They don't want to be anywhere near WWE. Tony Khan don't got shareholders. Shintento, yo, that's a big part of why we get the product we get in AEW too. He doesn't got shareholders. And if you remember, hold on real quick before I get out of here, because I know we just busted it up. Yo, when did WWE become public? Look at this, y'all. Yo, Shintendo, good looking for bringing that up. That's an incredible point. Look at this, y'all. I just Googled, when did WWE become publicly traded? WWE became a publicly traded company on October 19th, 1999. The beginning of the end of the Attitude Era. We still had some good moments in WWE, but remember, they slowly but surely started integrating the PG era, the softball stuff. They started backing off the wild storylines. This we was having in 1999. Remember, we still had Shane McMahon. We still had, remember, China and Triple H fully loaded. Undertaker the champion. So this might have been the time where we had the storyline where Stephanie McMahon got kidnapped. You still had Stone Cold going crazy. You still had a lot of great moments and events that happened in 1999, but it was the beginning of the end when they became publicly traded. And if it happens with AEW, I don't care what nobody say, dog. It would be the same thing, because now it becomes out of Tony Khan's hands. Tony Khan could book that Tekla and Chris Statlander like that because it's still in his hands. He could still kind of the rascal smoking bud, hotboxing in a limo on Collision and stuff like that. It's still in his hands. The syringe spot with Swerve Strickland, him get slammed on the cinder block. Darby Allin getting thrown off the ladder on the glass. Darby Allin, almost all the spots he do is still in Tony Khan's hands. Whether you like it or not, he's the end all be all. The second it becomes publicly traded, I've seen that movie before. So, not saying it, because you can still make fire product when you're publicly traded, but it just becomes a lot more hurdles that you're gonna have to jump over. Yeah, that's a fact. Stephanie Calloway, insane spots. None of that will happen if they have shareholders. Yeah, facts. The end is here. The game is over. No more. WWE Armageddon theme song. But here's the thing. What's up, Rod? Under TKO/Silver Lake, WWE is now privately owned by hedge funds. Yeah, Rod, I heard that. That's where it gets a little bit confusing with me. Yeah, that's where it get confusing with me. But with TKO in the picture with WWE, say if TKO was even privately owned in WWE, right? We would still have the problem of somebody owning a company and it's an investment. I don't think Vince McMahon started WWE necessarily because of an investment. Of course, he wanted to make his bread. It was his father's company. You got a little bit more of personal equity in it. It's his father's company. It's getting passed down. He got a point to prove. You know what I mean? Of course, he wanted to make money and become a billionaire. I'm not saying he didn't want to make money. You know what I mean? But it wasn't. He didn't look at it as a flip. Like if like for me, if I look at a property and I want to buy it, I don't care about the property. You know what I mean? I'm caring about seeing. You know what I mean? Can I make money off it? I don't really care about the property like that. If the people's safe in there and the shit's not gonna get burnt down, you know what I mean? It's cool with me. Um, the same thing with Tony Khan. Is some type of he's a real wrestling fan. He's a wrestling mark. You know what I mean? He really cares about this. You know what I mean? So it's like when you got some personal equity with the person that owns the company, you got a better chance of having some integrity in what's being booked. But when it's TKO and they don't care about the nothing but the bottom line, it'll never be good, man. We got the last super chat of the night for Wink. Sting's son, Stephen bored and wrestled a dark match and got a huge reaction. Was that the night, Wink? Good looking for the 5. That's fire. I heard he got Sting old music too, which is hard. I like Sting. I like Borden. I like Borden. Best horror stories of wrestling. Triple H was part of some great, and now he's destroying it. Yeah, he don't care. He don't care. He's done, yeah, man. But I'm gonna holler at y'all. This is definitely a W stream, man. Let me make sure I seen all the super chats. My bad if I found a new way to catch up on the super chats. I meant to say WWE. I think I seen all of them. If I missed them, my bad. But yeah, I found a new way to try to catch up on the super chats. That's the best way to, yeah, man. Well, that's one of the best ways to support the channel. Of course, man, good looking for all the likes, man. We got about, where we at with the likes, man? We got 187 likes, man. Great, good looking, man. W's in the chat, man. AEW pulled off one of the best shows, man. It's already early in the year. AEW's cooking. One of the best Dynamites I ever seen. When I think about the best Dynamites, I think about Blood and Guts, and now this would be one of the Dynamites where I'm like, man. Very enjoyed this show a lot, man. The GS is Saturday. I got some arguments I gotta go through, man, because I'm saying it's Valentine's Day. It was New Year's Eve. Y'all see where I was at? Valentine's Day. Y'all gonna see where I'm gonna be at. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I don't get caught up too much in the festivities. I'm gonna be in front of my TV. I think 8 p.m. Yo, hold on. What time does the GS come on? What time does Grand Slam come on Saturday? Damn, do they got a different time? Oh, it's at 8 p.m. to 10:30. Yo, real quick, I'm gonna show y'all this. I told y'all they're gonna go over 2.5 hours. They got an expanded time spot in Australia. They'll still be 8 to 10:30. I think we'll be going off around 11:15. And then they might add another match. I guarantee it. Yeah, man. But yeah, W's in the chat. 8 p.m. I see everybody putting 8. All right, bet. All right, yeah, we good. All right, bet. So the same time, the same rundown. I'll be live after it. Of course, I gotta cover it. I gotta do the whole line. I gotta show Grand Slam respect, man. This is a free pay-per-view for us. And if you pay the $50, you know how. Yeah, man. This is something I would have paid $50 for to get it free. That's great, man. But W's in the chat there, everybody. Shout out to everybody, man. This the middle of the week, like I always say. We push it through to the weekend. But unfortunately, we got cracked down. So I see y'all Friday night, man. We got a long weekend, man. Y'all be safe out there. It's Bobby Masood 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!